Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. 我是 Red. Raise your hand if this sounds familiar. You've memorized a ton of Chinese words. You know that 考虑 means to consider, but then you try to say a natural sentence like, we need to take several factors into account, and your mind goes completely blank. You can't remember how to say take into account. If that's you, don't worry. The problem is not your memory or your effort. The problem is your method. Today we are going to fix that. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to Lexical Chunk Learning. We're going to talk about why memorizing individual words is incredibly efficient for speaking. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to start learning and remembering phrases and sentence chunks instead. This is a method that will bridge the gap between knowing words and actually using them fluently. Also, if you find these tips helpful and would like to support me in making more content, you can always buy me a coffee over on my Ko-fi. Now, let's get into the real stuff. Now let's break it down why memorizing word lists sets you up for failure. It comes down to something called cognitive load. When you speak, your brain is doing a million things at once, remembering words, applying grammar rules, working on pronunciation, and trying to express a clear meaning. It's a huge mental workout. If you only have individual words stored in your brain, like 考虑, you have to do all the assembly work in real time. You need to find the right measure word, the right word order, the right grammar pattern. It's too slow. This is why you hesitate, make unnatural sentences, or just can't speak fast enough. Your brain doesn't think in single words. It thinks in chunks of meaning. So what is a chunk? A chunk is a group of words that naturally and frequently go together. They are the pre-assembled building blocks of the language. Think of it like this. In efficient way, learning 打 plus 招呼 and trying to assemble them correctly every time. The chunk way, learning 打招呼 as a single unit, meaning to greet. So the native speakers don't build sentences word by word. They string these prefabricated chunks together. So here are the types of chunks you need to look for in Chinese. First, fixed phrases. 当然可以. Of course you can. 怎么回事? What's going on? Second, verb object collocations. 做饭 to cook. 开会 to have a meeting. 打电话 to make a phone call. Number 3, sentence frames. 对感兴趣 to be interested in. The last one, grammar patterns as chunks. 一边 while 除了以外 in addition to. By learning these chunks, you're learning vocabulary and grammar at the same time. Your brain retrieves them as one piece, which drastically reduces your cognitive load and makes your sound much more fluent. Okay, theory is great, but how do you do it? Here is your simple 4-step system. Stop using vocabulary lists. Instead, get your language from authentic sources. Watch my other videos, watch Chinese dramas, listen to podcasts, or read simple stories. Pay attention to how native speakers put words together. When you hear a useful sounding phrase, that's your gold. When you find a useful phrase, don't just write down one word. Write down the entire chunk and the sentence it came from. Like, don't write 考虑, write 把因素考虑进去, to take factors into account. At the full sentence, 我们需要把预算因素考虑进去. We need to take the budget factor into account. Okay, this is the most important step. How you record the chunk will determine how well you remember and use it. We're moving from a simple word meaning pure to a powerful context-rich memory. Let's use a clear example. Imagine you're watching a Chinese drama and you hear this sentence. 我需要考虑很多因素才能做决定. I need to consider many factors to make a decision. The old inefficient way is to just write down 考虑 to consider. But we are smarter than that. We found a great chunk, 做决定, which means to make a decision. Now let's create a powerful flashcard. I'll show you the bad way and the powerful way. The bad flashcard, the old way. The front, 决定. Back, 决定, the pinyin. Decision, and to decide. What's the problem? This flashcard only tests you on the word and its sound or meaning. It doesn't help you remember how to use it. When you say 决定, you might think a decision, but still don't know how to say to make a decision. Here, the powerful chunk flashcard. The new way. We will design the flashcard to force our brain to record the entire chunk. So here, the flashcard front, the question, a sentence with a blank. 我需要考虑很多因素才能. The promote, verb, object, phrase, meaning, to make a decision. So, here is the optional pinyin for the sentence. 我需要考虑很多因素才能. Okay, and the flashcard back, the answer, the chunk, 做决定. The full original sentence, 我需要考虑很多因素才能做决定. The meaning, I need to consider many factors to make a decision. So here's a highly recommended. The audio. A recording of the original sentence. You can get this from the video or drama, or use a text-to-speech tool. Don't just review passively. When you say your flashcard, say the full chunk out loud. Then the magic step. Force yourself to create one or two new sentences using the same chunk. For 把因素考虑进去. Before traveling, you should 把天气因素考虑进去. When choosing a job, I will 把薪水因素考虑进去. This moves the chunk from your passive memory to your active vocabulary. So to recap, ditch the word lists, listen for natural chunks, record them with full sentences, and practice creating your own sentences. This method is a game changer. Okay, your homework if you want. Take one piece of Chinese content and find just 5 new chunks. Apply this 4-step methods to them. Okay, if this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more Chinese learning tips. Let me know in the comments what's one Chinese chunk you recently learned. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. 再见。